This video is brought to you by the 3-Minute Board Game patrons. Keep us independent by supporting us on Patreon. Kia ora koutou, and welcome to Earth in about 3 minutes. It has a solo mode. It's a game for 1 to 5 players, playing time is medium, and it's a moderately complex game. It is said that no man is an island. Well, in this game you are. Can you cover your island in diverse flora, fauna, and features? The game ends after a player has completed a 4x4 grid of cards. Just play until everyone has had the same number of turns. The winner is the player with the most points, and you get these from tons of sources, including growing sprouts and trees. Just look for the leaf symbol. Card management. There are 7 different types of cards for you to manage. Action selection. When it is your turn, you will select one of 4 actions to take. Set collection. There are shared goals that require you to collect sets to score points. Player turn. Take a player board and your color marker and get an island, a climate, and an ecosystem card. These are double-sided, so choose which one you will use. Your island card will tell you how many cards to draw and how many to put in your compost pile, and how much soil to start with. Soil is the main currency of the game. The compost pile is here, and each card is worth a point. When you are the active player, you will take one of these 4 actions, and you will get the benefit listed at the top. Non-active players will get the bottom benefit. The red action lets you gain 5 soil and put 2 cards from the draw pile into your compost. Soil is kept in the middle of your board for later use. The green action lets you plant up to 2 cards. You place them onto your board, paying the cost at the top in soil. Cards must be placed adjacent to existing ones, but this can be diagonally. If a card has a black band ability, that triggers immediately. The green action also lets you draw 4 cards and choose one to keep. The blue action lets you gain 2 soil and plant 6 sprouts on cards. Sprouts are green cubes and go in the marked spaces. Sprouts are worth 1 point each, but can also be spent on some abilities like this red one here. The yellow action lets you grow 2 trunks or canopies on cards. The brown number shows the maximum height of a tree, and once complete, it is worth the points in the white leaf. Completed trees have a canopy placed on them. The yellow action also lets you draw 4 cards to keep. When a color action is taken, regardless of whether you are the active player or not, you may use all the matching colored powers on any cards in your tableau, and some cards are multicolored. Your island and climate also have abilities, so if yellow is the main action taken this round, you can discard 1 compost card to draw 2 cards to hand. At any time, you may play action cards for their effects. These cards are one-offs and have their own discard pile. If you complete one of the 4 central fauna goals on your turn, place a marker. Each player may score each of these brown goals once. The green ecosystem goals are scored at the end of the game. The first player to finish their 16-card tableau also claims 7 points by placing their marker here. Why would you like this game? Earth is an engine builder's delight, as you start with an empty slate and can build a massively interconnected set of cards, effects, sprouts, and trees. It starts you off with an island and a climate card and tells you to make something happen. And there are so many ways to build an engine and so many different powers you can use. The card pool is unique and colossal, and I barely touched on just how many ways in this game there are to score points. And it is a game that makes you feel clever when you place something in the right way or chain effects together. I think Earth will suffer at higher player counts, so recommend it for 2 or 3 players. Hopefully players who can keep the pace of the game going. The best thing about this game is chaining a bunch of card effects. Feels good. However, Earth feels very loose and chaotic, and with a massive variety of cards and so many ways to score points, it assaults you with information. Earth might be the worst game ever made for anyone with bad analysis paralysis. And while it is a big open sandbox to build an engine in, that openness comes at the cost of tightness, and it can feel very swingy as a result. For a cooperative engine builder, try Daybreak. And for something tighter, try Arc Nova. Earth. It's dirty fun. And if you enjoyed this video, hit the notification button, like, share, and subscribe to the channel.